Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the full moon that's going to be occurring on May 23rd, 2024. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general forecast. If you're interested in learning more about your own personal numerology, your forecasts, or anything to do with the energies that you signed up for in this lifetime, I would love to take a look. I'd love to work with you. You can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's take a look. Life path number 3. So this full moon for you all is bringing in your own energy, but it's also bringing in the vibration of the 12. So you've got this 12-3 energy that you're going to be working with. And so your key word for this full moon is going to be waiting period. It could feel like the brakes are being put on a little bit, or things are being put on hold, or you maybe were moving at a pretty fast momentum or getting momentum, and then all of a sudden it's like, what's going on? All of a sudden nothing's working out, or all of a sudden nobody's returning my calls, or I'm just not feeling the same pace that I was feeling before. There's a reason for this, and there's probably something that you need to see in this moment, that if you're rushing through something, you're not going to see. So it's just asking you to slow down and to maybe pay more closer attention to the details of a situation as opposed to the bigger picture and where it is that you're trying to get to. 3 energy in general is a more fast-moving energy. And so, it's a very creative type of energy. So it's kind of like those creative juices are always flowing, and you could feel like you sort of hit a stall at this time. I would say work with it, right? Move with it. See what it's trying to show you. What is it trying to bring your attention to by slowing down? As opposed to seeing it as things not working out, so it's not for you type of thing. Because I don't think that's the case. It's more, there's something you need to see, and if you're rushing through something, you're going to miss it. And it doesn't have to be with a creative project. It could be with a relationship or really anywhere in life. I would just say this is going to be a time to kind of just slow down, hit the pause button, just kind of look around, check in with yourself, make sure that everything feels good, make sure you're happy with the direction you're moving in, all of those things. I would say that there's going to be an opportunity here for a change of perspective as well. So with this slowing down, with kind of taking stock of the situation and like where you're at on your journey at this point in time, it's kind of like a resting period. So in this like checkpoint resting period, you may gain a change in perspective, and that change in perspective could bring about some kind of reversal. It could bring about some kind of change in direction or the circumstances that you find yourself in. So I would say with anything that kind of comes to your attention at this time, wait to take immediate action if you can do so. Obviously, sometimes in life we don't have that choice. But if you can slow down and really sort of be mindful about the actions that you're taking, I would say that that's going to serve you well in the long run, where you're not too impulsive, you're not sort of reading too much into a situation, but instead you're really just kind of sitting with it and really just trying to understand, what you're meant to be seeing at this time. But I do think with the change of perspective, you could see some changes come in, whether it's in your living situation or your job or, the direction that you want to be moving in. Sometimes when we hit these slower periods or these waiting periods, we see things differently, and then we want different things, right? And so we recognize that, oh my gosh, I've been putting all my energy and all my effort into this person, place, or thing, and I don't even really want this. Like, I don't even really want to be moving in this direction. So what am I doing? And so this sort of pause can help us to see that and sort of calibrate and figure out what direction we do want to be moving in, and then start to move in that direction. So it actually really does serve us in the long run. So kind of see it, or try to see it that way if you can. So you don't see it as like, oh my gosh, everything's slowing down. Obviously this isn't for me. Let me, shift gears. Don't shift gears unless you feel like you need to shift gears. Like if you see that if you figure out that you're on not the wrong path, but the path that doesn't feel aligned for you anymore, or even the path that you want to be on, then shift gears. But if you're loving where you're going, then keep going. But take this pause for what it is, which is an opportunity to really, get solid with everything that you need to be able to move forward. So really beautiful energy here. I would definitely say this is not a time to be too impulsive, to take immediate action. Just really take your time. Just slow everything down, right? There's no rush. So don't rush through things, I guess is really like my words here is what I'm trying to say is for you all, it's don't rush it. Just take your time, especially for this full moon. And for the next, I would say couple of weeks. So if you can do that. So I hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.